observed day.
Yes, everyone. Thanks again for tuning in to the channel. Now we are here with a guy
Oh.
for Asta. Now Asta, she is actually a support damage dealer, which means that she doesn't have a high multiplier, but she can do damage. All right, so let's get into the skill. All right, so the first skill states that she does a fire damage that is 100% of the attack to a single target. It's a single target, which means that she can only hit one person. Also, there is a bonus effect. So, what it does, there is an 80% base chance to burn
What should I
an
observe
enemy,
today?
which means that the chance of this skill being
Oh.
activated is at 80% out of 100. So, what this means it doesn't means that the chance will increase
Oh.
if we had like a effect hit rate. No, what the effect hit rate does, it actually prevents the target enemy from resisting the burn. That so the chance of the burn being applied to the enemy or of the burn being activated is 80%.
What
All
should I
right, so
observe today?
what the burn does, it does 50% of the damage that is
Oh.
equivalent to Asta. That would be her basic attack. All right, and it does last for 3 turns, which means that once every 3 turns that the enemy will take additional burn damage. All right, so let's move on to her skill. Meteor Storm does, it will hit the target enemy that you choose first, and then it will jump to 4 random enemies, and they will also take 50% of the damage. There is also a bonus effect that when using skill deals the damage for
What
one
should I
extra
observe
time
today?
for to a random enemy. So let's move on over to the ultimate. So what it
What should
does,
I
it
observe
is pretty simple,
today?
guys. It increases the speeds of all the
Oh.
party members for 2 turns. Also includes Asta. All right, and there is also a bonus effect. So it says after using her ultimate, Asta charging stack will not be reduced in the next term. So what that is actually referring over here to her talent. So what the talent does, all right, it can actually
What should
stacks
I
up to
observe today?
5 times, right, and it will increase the attack of the
Oh.
party members by 14% for each stack. So that would be 14 multiply by 5, and then we will get the final effect. All right, so it will actually be reduced by 3 turns at the beginning of each turn, but as we read before in the ultimate, it says that once the ultimate is used, then the stacks will not be reduced
What
for
should I
that turn.
observe today?
All right, also we do have a bonus effect. All right,
Oh.
so okay, so it says that once Asta is on the field, it will also increase the damage of the fire users by 18%. So which means that if you have like Hook, or if we have the Fire Trail Blazer there, then she will also be affected by this buff. Also, it will also increase the defense of Asta by 6% for each stack. So it will be 5 multiplied by
What should I
6%, and that
observe
it will be
today?
added to Asta's defense. Do you have the technique here where it will immediately cast the energy
Oh.
blast to hit the enemy and also deals damage to 50% of Asta's attack? Now
What
this
should
is
I
the
observe
best free to play
today?
option right here. All right, so we have the dance. So
Oh.
what this does, it says when the wearer uses their ultimate, all of the party members, all right, their action is actually advanced forward by 16%. So what this means, it means that it actually push them up the ladder so that they can get a turn over the enemy once Asta uses her ultimate. a 3-star option right here. All right, so what this does, it says once you enter the battle, it will increase the speed of all the party members by 20% for one turn. So for the 3-star option, then we can continue to use this light cone. But once we obtain the dance, it will be the best option for the 4-star. All right, so let's get into the relics. All right, so Asta actually deals fire damage, right? So what we do, we gave her the fire smith of lava forging. So what this does, it actually increases the fire damage by 10%. Also, that's for the 2-piece set. Also for the 4-piece set, what it does, it increases the wearer's skill damage by 12% after unleashing ultimate, right? So you say increase the wearer fire damage by 12% for the next attack, which means, all right, so the skill damage for Asta will be, let me show you guys, give me one moment. All right, so the skill damage for Asta right here, it will be the meteorite. All right, so let me get onto the meteorite. Yeah, so the skill damage for Asta will be the meteorite, right? So this is this right here where it says skill. Yes, meteor storm. This is what will be increased. All right, so that's what will be increased by 12%. All right, and also it will increase the fire damage by an additional 12% once we use our ultimate. All right, which would be to increase the speed of all party members. All right, also for us though, what we're looking for, we would like damage, also effect resistance, but not more. A little of the break effect. All right, so that she can actually do a little bit more damage when she actually breaks the enemy toughness. So we have the flat attack, we have the crit rate, effect resistance, and the break effect. And that's fine. All right, so over on the flat attack, we have the defense for survival, we have HP and defense. All right, if we had something better, then we can use it, but this is what we have right now, so we just have to work with it so that we can get the full effect of the set. All right, so here, all right, yeah, so over here we can go with the crit rate, we can go with crit damage if we have the crit damage, but crit damage is a lot, so the best option would be the crit rate. All right, so we go with the flat attack, the attack by percentage. We have two stats that are damage dealing stats, so yes, that would be fine. If we had three, that would be a lot better, but that's okay. We also have the effect hit rate. All right, so that will actually increase the chances of landing burns, and so on. All right, so we go over here on the boots where we'll have the attack by percentage. All right, now the substats aren't that great, but as I said before, we are using it so that we can get the full set of so that we can get the full effect from the sets. But we can actually use the flat attack here, or we can use HP. I won't recommend in using the HP or speed, because the thing is we want Asta to actually move last, but in some cases we might not be able to tune the team properly so that she moves last. All right, but we do need her to actually move last. So the thing is, once all the party member move and she uses her ultimate, what that does again, it actually gives them a chance to overlap the enemy, which means that it gives them a chance to move twice or sometimes three times before the enemy can actually move. So I don't actually recommend to put the speed here or the HP. We can put the HP there, but yeah. So I do recommend to put the attack there instead of the HP or the defense, because the defense is okay, but she's also a damage dealer because her skill and her basic attack, it does damage, so it would be more beneficial to put the attack there by percentage. Also, we need fire damage. If we can't get fire damage here, then we can go the attack by percentage. Also, the set that we would like, that we need to use here, we can either use the set that will increase the crit damage, the crit rate, or to increase the attack. All right, two pieces. So as we can see here, it says that it will increase the attack by 12%. All right, and then it says when the speed of the wearer is actually 120 or higher, then the attack is increased by an extra 12%. All right, so as I said before, we don't want Asta to be too fast, so we could put the crit rate here or the crit damage set here, but this is what I got the fire damage for, so I have to use what I have available. Over here we can go with the attack by percentage again. As I said before, that she is a damage dealer, so she is also a support slash damage dealer, so she does need a little bit of the attack to shine. Alright, so that's it for the Relics. Now let's go into the traces. Alright, so as we see here, it this trace right here will increase the fire damage by 3.2%, also increase her crit rate by 2.7. As I said, she's a support slash damage dealer. And over here, the fire damage is also increased again by 4.8%. We have a trace here that increased her defense by 7.5, which is great. Also, the fire damage is increased by 4.8% again. All right, so she is also a damage dealer. And here it says when Asta is on the field, all of the party member fire damage increased by 18%. Or like as I mentioned before, the trailblazer, the fire trail blazer, she will benefit here. And let's go over to this trace. Alright, so it says Asta has a 80% chance to burn the enemy target for 3 turns. So yes, so this would be with the basic attack. That's a bonus ability that I mentioned before, that she will burn that it has a 80% chance to activate, and once it has been activated, it will deal 50% of Asta's current flat attack. Alright, and we also have a trace that increases the defense by 5%, another trace here that increases the fire damage. Now, as you can see, so far we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 traces that increase fire damage because she's also a damage dealer. We have one trace so far that we have checked that increase the attack. Now let's go on the top. So it says Asta defense is increased by 6% for each charge that she has. That would be from the skill. Alright, so if she has 3 charges, then it will be 6 multiplied by 3, which would be 18%. If she has 5 charges, it will be 30%. Alright, of 30% defense that she will gain. Also, we have a stats here that increase her crit rate by 4%. Alright, and also fire damage increased by 6.4%. Alright, and also we have a stats that increase her defense. So, Asta is a support slash DPS build.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing!
There's more than that.
No manners, huh? Let's rock! Tough luck running into me!
Rules are made to be broken.